We have in studio guests. Zeina Abdul Karim is here along with Wassim El-Mounzer, so I'm outnumbered by the Lebanese 2-1. Zeina is organizing a fundraiser for the Vaudreuil Soulanges Children's Foundation. Have I got that right, Zeina?
You did, yes. I'm super excited. April 22nd is the date of the event, Saturday.
And it's going to be at Whitlock.
It's going to be at the Whitlock, famous Whitlock Country and Golf Club, yes.
Okay, and you've decided on a comedy-themed night.
Well, I'm kind of I would say I'm kind of a fun girl, so I like people to have fun. So I figured, you know what, if we're going to bring a bunch of people together that know me, they're going to expect two things, to have fun and to eat a lot of food.
All right, tell us about, let's start with the food, because I know you're... is foodie the right word? Chris told me you have your own YouTube channel.
I do. So that's Zeina's Kitchen channel on YouTube. I started that a few years ago, where I teach people how to slice and chop and not really too much recipes, but a lot of cutting techniques and stuff like that. So that's a lot of fun, and people got to know me a little bit that way. But they've known me also from the Hudson town and St. Lazare town for 25 years. And I did start cooking school, so I teach cooking, and my husband does wine tasting. So food is definitely part of my life. We do cooking classes online also now since COVID. So yeah, we do both.
My husband does wine tasting. Back in my day, we called that a wino.
No, he's actually sommelier, recognized by the Quebec Association.
All right, then.
And he does the classes on wine, and I feature.
I'm a wine taster. I'm just teasing, Robert. I'm just having you on. Well, it is, it's supposed to be a comedy themed night. I'm just trying to get us in the mood. Now, tell us what led you to Wassim as the headliner for the comedy night on April 22nd at Whitlock.
Okay, so I was recommended to check you out, Ted, by a common friend. I said, because Chris LeBlanc is actually our DJ for the night, right? Mm-hmm. And he said, Zeina, you got to speak to Ted. He's the man. You're going to love him and this and that. And honestly, Ted, I didn't know that you did stand up and stuff like that.
Well, I dabble. I'm not a pro like Wassim, but I dabble.
You. You're pretty pro. Yeah. So I did go check you out to perform, and Wassim was part of the lineup. And it was, it was for me a done deal. I was there with my son. We laughed from beginning to end, honestly. Not even trying. It was just, I thought he was hilarious, and he had to be part of my show.
That was a fun night. Wassim is part of the Joey Elias Legion of Friends. We've been going around doing Legion shows, fundraising for various legions. And that night in Hudson, Wassim, they've all been great shows, but I thought that was a real highlight that night. I really enjoyed that show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I must say I really killed it that night.
You did. Here you are now.
I know that comedians hate it when you do their material, but Wassim's got one joke that kills me, and it's perfect for the Legion shows because he sets it up so nicely. He talks about how his brother fought in Afghanistan, and of course everybody applauds right away because it's the right thing to do because of the military service. And then Wassim says, well, he fought for the Taliban, but but he was in Afghanistan.
But he served, and I think that's what's important.
Caught us everybody off guard completely. Everybody jaw dropped.
Yeah. I was definitely afraid the first time. I was like, I don't know if this is going to go well, but let's give it a shot here. Let's gamble it.
Yeah, you know what, man? I'm a big believer in funny is funny, and I think most people still are, in spite of the fact that we live in touchy times, and it seems like you have to walk on eggshells. I find in a comedy setting, at the end of the day, if you're funny, people are going to laugh. Funny is funny at the end of the day. Zeina, is this going to be any Lebanese themed in any way, or is it just coincidental that the organizer and the headliner are both of Lebanese descent?
I mean, having Wassim as a performer is completely random. Mm-hmm. So. No, it's not Lebanese food. So I'll tell you a little bit. Actually, the listeners will find out now for the first time what the menu is.
Oh, good.
Real quick, the evening will start at 5:30, where They're going to walk around with a cocktail that is included in the price of their ticket. With 3 appetizers, are going to be walking. The waitresses are going to be walking around serving 3 different appetizers, and after that, supper is salad, vegetable soup, no pasta, salad, no nuts. So keeping a little bit the allergies in mind here.
And this is from the Whitlock
gluten-free.
kitchen.
This is all the Whitlock kitchen
Yeah.
is preparing. The main dish is chicken, mushrooms, and vegetables, but there's also a vegan, vegetarian option, wild mushroom risotto. And I thought it would be fun to change it up a little bit and not serve dessert right away. So while they're clearing the tables after dinner, we'll do a little raffle ticket, pulling out cards and names and getting a few people to win some donated prizes. We have some great donors for the evening. Then you guys come on after dinner, where you'll be performing for about 45, 50 minutes, something like that. And after that, we will open a sweet and salty table.
Oh, nice.
Where there'll be chicken wings and fries and vegetarian pizza, and cheesecake, custard tarts, and gluten-free brownies, and coffee and tea. So we'll have time to have hunger again after the comedy show, instead of giving the dessert right away. And keeps the night a little longer. And Chris will play the music where, will be some dancing, maybe some singing, more raffles, silent auction, live auction. I am actually donating a wine tasting class for 8 people. So it's an $800 value. Wow. I am donating that in the silent auction table. So that's a scoop. Nobody knows that. We also have Odyssey Medispa, who is offering Viara facial treatments that are very advanced, collagen promoting treatments. We have Auberge de Galant also offering night, dinner, breakfast. I can't say everything because then it's you guys have no surprises. But we have some really nice gifts lined up. So I'm really, really super excited.
Well, it sounds like we're going to come out of there well-fed, if nothing else.
Bring your hypodermic needles full of insulin, because I feel diabetic just listening to all those snacks.
No, there's gluten-free brownies.
I think gluten-free could still give you diabetes. I'm no doctor, but that sounds good. I say that positively. Okay. Really, I want diabetes. That's why I say it as a good thing. I'm saying good.
And tell us about the cause.
So the Children Foundation of Vaudreuil Soulanges really came in and hit me straight in the heart. I met with some incredible people from the foundation, Louise Dany and Linda Galland, that are part of the board of directors, insisted on meeting me for lunch because they thought what I was doing was really exciting.
Is that Linda from Auberge de Galant?
Yes,
Isn't she lovely?
She is really sweet, and so is Madame Dany. They're just really great people. They will both be there that evening.
Oh, good.
And Linda is actually going to get up there and talk about the foundation in more details than me. But I can tell you that what they do, I mean, she made us cry when she was telling us what they do. It's incredible how they help the kids in need with food, with clothes. They have this incredible thing called the school bag, un sac d'école comme les autres, something like that, where the bag is worth over $600, but for $200 donation, they create a bag for a child. And in that bag, they have items for school, like pens and crayons and cahiers and erasers, $75 gift certificate if the teacher has specific things to have them purchase. Winter clothes, boots, coats, hats, mitts. The list goes on. I don't have it in front of me, but it's really, really impressive how many lives we can change in one evening on April 22nd. It's going to be really, really incredible.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We better get going, or you're going to be introducing me that night as Ted Bird, formerly of Lite 106.7. Where can people go for tickets?
So zeinaskitchen.com is my website where you'll be able to click on fundraiser and get all the information. And we opted for direct deposit for the $200 ticket price. So we don't pay fees to all the other credit cards and stuff, because every fee that we pay comes out of the foundation for the children. So we want to keep the money in the bank for them. So it's a $200 ticket that will buy you an evening of donations and fun.
All right. Thank you, Zeina, and thank you, Wassim, for coming in this morning. Much appreciated.
Thank you for having us.